of your life, and what do they think about your life?
That's a nice question. I had issues in my life. I wouldn't say problems. For the purpose of the presentation, I put it like milestones, but you know, at the end of the day, it depends how you take the problems. For me, they were issues, small issues. You just fail, you restart. Fail, restart. Positive attitude. So, I have had a lucky life. My kids are aware not of everything. I haven't disclosed yet that my school career was bad, and I will not until they finish their school pathway. So I don't want them to think that if you don't study you are successful, because that's not the case. It's very unique. What they think about my life? They like it. They like it because we have a nice standard of living, and they understand it comes from my professional life. Though I'm present, so I'm not. I'm away, but I'm still coming, going. The moment I show what I did on TV and movies, they were embarrassed. That's a different story. But you know, you try to give your kids a part of the story, what you believe they can use. And I think they are kind of proud, but I don't know. You know, they are still 13 and 15, so it's maybe they will tell me later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What do you think about the relationship between money and corner? Sorry.
Apologies, she was talking to us. Can you say it again? Repeat.
What do you think about the relationship between money and career?
Money and the career?
Yes.
What do you think about the relationship between career and money?
It is not always connected. The amount of money with the amount of career is not always connected. You have people reaching the top in a company making less money than the guy with the shop in a garage. What I can say is that money for me was important, but I made the most amount of money when I forgot about the money. Follow me. You do what you like, you do it with passion, you are successful. Money will follow. That's an equation that works. Once in a while, remind yourself about the money, because if you don't remind yourself and the others, they will forget. Easy for a company to give you a career, not rewarding the steps. So if you are a manager and you become a director, inside the same company, they give you a little raise. If you, from a company manager, you go to another company to be a director, you make much more. You can do it inside your company, but you need to negotiate every step of the way. I hope I gave you an answer.
Hello, Mr. Bianchi, I'm Svetsa from Bulgaria. I've got a question for you. You're a typical example of a bad student who later on became a really successful businessman. And we all see such examples every day. How would you explain that? What is your idea of that?
Well, you see a lot of examples because they make the news. It's true. The majority of the success By the way, successful. Successful depends on your definition of success. I feel successful because I like what I'm doing and I manage my time. I bought my time. That's my definition of success. Somebody is successful because it is Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook or Bill Gates. They make the news. But out of 1,000, only 5 are making the news. The other majority have a real career academic success. So if we would, and maybe that's a study you guys want to embrace, look at the population of successful people and you say how many had an academic degree, masters, you will see 95% of them with an MBA, with academic degrees, great school career and success. And very few, Bill Gates, Zuckerberg, without. It's the exception. So remember, what makes the news is not the majority. That's all I think.
Hello. What are you most scared of the when you left school to go working?
Again.
Sorry, say it again.
What were you most scared of when you left school to go working?
What were you most scared of? Left school to go working. I think.
Zero. Nothing at all. When I left school out of desperation. I couldn't go to school. I hated the study of law, so I didn't care less. So I was not scared about leaving the school at all. I just wanted to have a job. That's it. So it was easy, very easy.
How did your parents react when you left school?
You are crazy, you are stupid, you are irresponsible, why do you do that? This is the worst thing you could
Like
do to
every
your mother.
parent would say.
They were very upset, obviously. Not my father much, but my mother was desperate. Especially because when you don't come from a wealthy family, and they put a sacrifice, kind of sacrifice to pay for your schooling, it's sad for them. What do you do? At the end of the day, the important person in your life, the most important, is you. Until you don't have kids, but that's another story. And so you take your own decisions, no matter what the others are saying. Listen to the others, though, the people that cares for you. But then you put on the balance scales your rationales, their rationales, and you go for your way. Don't do things that you are not passionate about, because you would fail.
Do you regret you're not finished your graduation?
Me?
Yes.
Obviously, not at all. As I said before, if I would have gone for the university, I think I would have lost 5 to 6 years in my career. As I said, I became a director, dirigente in Italy at 35. With the university in between, I wouldn't have made it. And I wouldn't use the law degree at all. I mean, no need. If I need the law, I ask for a lawyer, I pay the lawyer, and he gives me the advice. You know, yeah. I don't regret it.
I do have a few questions, but they are specific, so it will take a little short. First, I'd like to ask you.
Can you finish?
Oh, sure.
Can hear from the back.
I would like to ask you, would you rather choose these two aspects? Selling intellectual property services like trainings or marketing plans?
Few centimeters far, like this, perfect.
What would you rather choose to sell between these? Intellectual properties like marketing plans, trainings, and so on, or physical things?
What I prefer to sell?
What would be more profitable in the actual market, global market?
Well, specifically, for me, in my experience, today it's more profitable to sell intellectual properties than anything, but it depends, because in generally speaking, you can have an intellectual property that is worth nothing, and the property, a good solid, that worth a lot. There is not a straight answer to this. Depends on the situations. Intellectual property is very profitable, but it's very expensive to make it. It's a pathway, intellectual properties, that we should discuss for hours.
Another one, is there a university profile which you can recommend in order to have the basis for a good entrepreneurship career? Which one?
I would, if I would be you, if it's entrepreneurial, if you want to be a good entrepreneur, go for economics. I would go for economics. Definitely economics, yes. I was not prepared for the question, but I would do that. And economic as international as possible. You have other perspectives?
No, I think it is probably business administration, as you say, probably with an international perspective is the best way to get success.
And another one, really quick, what attitude would you go for if your business partner would be 19 years old? I know that there is a really cold attitude, at least in Romania, while working with someone who is really young, a young entrepreneur. Would you trust him?
Yes, indeed. Actually, today, I rather listen to, as a business angel, younger is better than older. Can I take a second for a story, a real story? I am in Switzerland 6 months ago, table of business angels, startups are coming, and there is young guy, smart, brilliant, he comes and he goes. I want to buy all the telephone booth of Swiss Telecom. And I like, what the hell is he doing? Yeah, Swiss Telecom, the booth, you know, the phone booth, the old phone booth, has a problem. They need to dismantle all the cabins. So, for little money, I can buy all of them. And with that, I will do internet stations. So, internet, free Wi-Fi, charging